Hello, BookTube. Well, a second mail haul did come, but it came so late and I forgot about it for so long that it's actually the next day. So it counts as another day's mail haul. Though the total for yesterday. Oh yes, this is. If you would let go of that long enough to make a camera appearance, there we go. This is my thrashing monstrosity of a puppy. She is in permanent destruction mode at all times. Here, Frida, look at the camera. No, don't bite me. Look at the camera. Oh, there you go. uh, so I figured we go over these. It's bitterly early in the morning, so I'll probably wait to upload this. But it's only 4 packages. But who knows? Who knows what might be in here? Let's take a look. Uh, okay, so the first one is a paperback collection of short stories and fragments by Anne Quinn called "The Unmapped Country" from and Other Stories, the publisher and Other Stories, which comes out as a paperback original in January. So I don't have to think about it for now. Let's see here. Let's see what this next one is. Can never tell when the puppy is going to be working, when she's going to be sleeping. Sometimes she can't tell. She'll be in the middle of creating havoc, and then she'll just keel over onto the nearest pillow. Let's see here. Oh my! Oh, all right. This comes out any day, and it is by Harun Ula, and it is Digital World War. The subtitle is Islamist Extremists and the Fight for Cybersecurity. Uh, Social media has profoundly influenced recent events in the Muslim world, from the Arab Spring to ISIS's digitally documented campaign of terror, from the civil war in Syria and Iraq to the instability in Turkey, Pakistan, Malaysia, and Afghanistan. And digital weapons, the dark web, cyber tracking, hacking, encryption, are now major components of the arsenals of both state and non state actors. Isn't that terrifying? that's terrifying. Uh, with key elections coming in late 2017 and early 2018 in Lebanon, Pakistan, Iraq, Germany, Indonesia, the United Kingdom, and Afghanistan, a new book raises issues of immediate global concern. And America is on the front lines of that. We are currently the world's foremost example of an election being cybered, being cyber attacked. So this, I wonder. Well, actually, there's an easy way to find out, right? There's one horrible word to look up in here that will tell me how prominently America's troubles feature. No, this must have been written beforehand. That horrible word does not occur. So this is not going to be America centric, and that's really good. Uh, it's an absolutely fascinating subject. It's terrifying because unlike uh, earlier weapons of war, munitions, missiles, high-powered rifles, that sort of thing. We're not. None of us are separate from these weapons. It's like if in those days all of us, every single person watching this video, every single person who's online, back then the equivalent would have been that all of those millions and millions and millions of people attended gun shows or went to missile manufacturing factories, because the stuff these people use is the undomesticated version of the stuff that we use every day. It's it's creepy. It's absolutely creepy. I have been told stories by extremely computer literate young friends of mine that would stand my several hairs on end like quills upon the fretful porpentine. They they tell me stories of the things that you can buy on the dark web. They tell me stories of none of it traceable. They tell me stories of things that they can have officially attributed to you through online manipulation. You just pick your name out of a hat or not out of a hat, just single you out and uh, cause things to happen in your life, in your real life. Not just doxing, but also something called swatting, where a SWAT team is deployed to your address to smash down the house, smash down the door, flashbang bombs inside the windows. All a mistake, none of it justified, but your life is destroyed. And worse than that, and worse than even that, it's This kid talks about how easy it is to hack the automated processes inside hospitals, and all of a sudden, you're half unconscious, and you're getting lethal medication. You die. The hospital sweeps it under the rug with a morbidity inquiry. Maybe pays out a small sum or even a large sum, but it was caused by somebody at a computer terminal 1,000 miles away who doesn't know you from a hole in the wall. It's creepy. Every one of these systems is interlinked, and every one of them is something that a major industry depends on. So anyway, let's move on here. What have we got? Oh, okay. We saw this already. This is Brenda Maddox's new book. This comes out in, I think, November. Yeah, November. This is the finished copy of Reading the Rocks: How Victorian Geologists Discovered the Secret of Life, which, if I remember correctly, I already spot checked it for Sir Charles Lyell, and he's amply represented. He's amply represented. Oh, good. He helped to pioneer the idea of gradual successive changes in the Earth, which might not sound like much to a modern sensibility. Anybody who's looked at the Grand Canyon will see gradual successive changes in the shaping of the Earth. But as a scientific principle applied to life on Earth, it was, in the Victorian era, extremely revolutionary, because what does it do? What does if you apply that idea, if you don't apply it logically, locally, if you take it as a principle and apply it universally, what does it do? It removes special creation. It gets rid of special creation. It says we don't need it. And it was only a matter of time until somebody did that for biology, for what Darwin did. It just said, no. What we need here is endless small changes to life forms over a huge amount of time. That will generate everything that we see around us. We don't need any of it to be created out of nothing, or even created out of previous prospects by magic. It can all be done by natural processes. And the forerunner of that was this. So this is great. I still haven't read, despite the fact that Sir Charles Lyell features so prominently, I still haven't read it. So I'm glad I have the finished copy. I'll get right to it. And then we're at the last one. We're at the last package. Oh, what do you need to do? You want to get down? She's constantly wanting to get down on the floor, so she can root around and cause trouble. I have a strong suspicion that will change. That preference will change once the floor is really cold. But we'll see. So what is this last one? Oh, very nice. Okay, this comes out in October. This is probably out already. I remember seeing an advanced copy, I think, and I never got it. I never got the advanced copy, and I never got the finished copy. Oh my, wonderful. Okay, this is by Juliet Wells, and it's Reading Austen in America. Oh, let's see. All right, so the back is covered in blurbs. What is the actual book thing? Well, how did one of Britain's most beloved authors become an American sensation? Juliet Wells explores the history of Austen's American audience, uncovering brand new archival sources to reveal the way novels like Persuasion and Pride and Prejudice touched the lives of American readers. From the history of the 1816 Philadelphia Emma, the first Austen novel ever printed in the United States, to portraits of Austen's most ardent American fans, Wells charts the rise of Austen's fame and the passionate devotion she inspires in her readers in America. Haha, wonderful. Okay. All right, great. And this person's name rings a bell. Oh, okay. She did the Penguin Classic annotated deluxe editions of Persuasion and Emma. And those, I have a soft spot for annotated editions. I really like those. This is great. This is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we have, all right, we'll do a Steve pyramid here. It's not a very big pyramid. We need another big haul, and this is very interesting, and so is the Charles Lyell book, but there are no Steve books in this, or you'd have seen me squeal. So we have Reading the Rocks, about Victorian geology, which sounds doubly boring, but is actually the most fascinating subject of the time, the crack in the wall. Then Reading Austen in America, about Jane Austen's American fans. Then Digital World War, about this. It seems like this book is concentrating on cyber warfare conducted by and in the Islamic world, but it'll be broadly applicable and equally fascinating. And then The Unmapped Country, Stories and fragments. Why you would print a fragment, I don't know, but the stories are certainly worth interest. Uh, and that is an extremely early mail haul. I'll probably wait till the sun comes up to upload it. I don't want to disturb you all, but I'll try to upload more. I'm having a guest, so maybe more than one guest. So we'll see what can be done. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.